Welcome to another lesson for English 102, Grade 7, New Language Leader, Unit 7.4. And in this lesson, inshallah, we're going to study the writing skills that are required for the bar chart. Just a reminder of our objectives. So in the previous lesson, we have identified the main ideas. We have applied different types of note-taking, namely the map style, and the outline style. Number 3, this is for today, inshallah. We're going to study and analyze charts. We're going to describe falls and increases, and we're going to write about a chart. Now, when it comes to a chart, we mainly focus on describing the chart. All right? All right, writing skills, describing charts. Now, what is a bar chart? A bar chart displays information, data, by using rectangular bars of different heights. As you can see, there are bars, they are in blue. A bar chart has a vertical axis with numbers on it, and a horizontal axis showing values of something that has been investigated. Now, in the given example, the bar chart provides information about the amount of sugar in 7 different foods. These amounts are presented in percentages, or sometimes they can be presented in numbers as well. The vertical axis shows values from 0 to 35. These values represent the percentage of sugar in the given foods. So we've got ketchup, peanut butter, chocolate bar, ice cream, chocolate cake, soda, and crackers. The horizontal axis, however, shows the percentage of sugar in each food. These percentages vary according to the food type, which accordingly allows us to analyze the different values and compare or contrast them. Look carefully at the bar chart on the right and decide if the following statements are true or false. So your first task is to study the bar chart, and according to the bar chart, decide whether the following statements or the 6 statements are true or false. I'll give you 3 minutes for this activity. So in the chat box, maybe you can write number 1 is T, number 2 is false, number 3 is T, and so forth. And of course, I will show you the model answer in a minute. All right. Now I want you to check your answers. Give yourself a mark out of 6. All right. Okay. So the first one, the blue bars show the grams of sugar in the given foods. This is false. Number 2, peanut butter is the food which has the lowest amount of sugar. This is false as well. Number 3, chocolate bars have the highest amount of sugar. This is true according to the bar chart. This is true. Number 4, ketchup and peanut butter are the 2 foods which have the lowest amount of sugar. This is true. 5, ice cream has more sugar than soda. This is false. Number six, chocolate cake has less sugar than crackers. This is false as well. So give yourself a mark out of 6. All right. Now, what are the steps that we need to take in order to describe a bar chart? So how do we describe a bar chart? Now, the first step is you start by describing what the chart is about. This information, you can get it from the title of the bar chart and from the bars themselves. So we have ketchup, peanut butter, and so forth. So from the title and from the bars. So example, the bar chart provides information about the amount of sugar. So this is the title, the amount of sugar found in 7 different foods. So we have 7 different foods, seven bars, right? All right. Step number 2, develop your paragraph. So this is the second paragraph. Develop your paragraph by stating the information given by the bars. Include numbers or percentages. Example, according to the chart, the 4 foods with the highest amount of sugar are chocolate bars, chocolate cake, soda, and ice cream. Sugar constitutes 33.2% of chocolate bars, 30.2% of chocolate cake, 28.9% of soda, and 21.4% of ice cream. Compared to the previous foods, however, the presence of sugar in crackers, peanut butter, and ketchup is relatively limited. Sugar accounts for 11.8% of crackers, 9.2% of peanut butter, and 8.8% of ketchup. Step number 3. In the paragraph, by stating a general conclusion or by drawing a general conclusion. All right, example. Overall, sugar is found at varying amounts in almost all foods. Therefore, it is very important to cut down on our daily sugar intake to avoid any health complications with time. Now, the final conclusion, you draw it based on the findings of the bar chart. All right. So this is the final draft. So this is how it would look like when you finish describing the bar chart. All right. Now, fill in the gaps with words from the list. All right. It means cost, expenditure, money that you need to spend on certain items or certain things. So this is called expenditure. Rose, it means to go high. You've got bars of things, you know, the bars, the thing, you've got bars in blue and bars in yellow. Steadily, it means There is no decline. There is no, let's say, things that stopped the rise from going up. Trends, than, according, remained, overall, and includes. So I want you to fill in the blanks using these words. All right? I'll give you for this activity, I'll give you 7 minutes maximum, 7 minutes maximum. Of course, I will show you the answers in a minute, and then you have to double check. All right, dear students, I'm going to show you the answers. So number one, this bar chart provides information about spending on smartphone, TV sets, and laptops in some land. Number two, the chart includes, it means it has information between 2016 and 2020. According to the chart, it means based on the findings of the chart, according to the chart, there was an upward trend in spending on both items. Number four, spending on smart TV sets increased steadily. It means there was no decline. It went up and never went down. This is what we mean by steadily. So increased steadily by $5 million each year. Number five, people's total expenditure on these electronic devices rose. It means it went up dramatically in this period. From 2016 to 2018, laptop sales remained level at $10 million. Expenditure on laptops is still less than on computers. Number eight, the total spending on these items rose from $40 million in 2016 to $95 million in 2020. Number nine, this is how we finish the description of the bar chart. We use this word overall. Overall, the sales of both these items grew clearly during the last 4 years, but the sales on laptops grow more quickly. If these two trends continue, this is the final conclusion. If these two trends continue, spending on laptops could surpass spending on smart TV sets in 2020. Of course, this is just an assumption. This is just a guess. It could be right. It could be wrong. But, you know, he drew this conclusion based on the findings that were found in the chart. All right. We're going to do more activities regarding bar chart. All right. As you can see, this is a bar chart of children's favorite foods. All right. So we've got number of children from 0 to 4, as you can see, the vertical one, 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the number of children. It could be percentage, or it could be numbers. Now, when we say numbers, it means real numbers. But when we say, for example, 20%, it could be 200, it could be 2,000, it could be 2 million, and the number is not really that specific. But when we say numbers, it means exact numbers. When we use numbers, it means we are using exact numbers. All right. So we've got the number of children, and we have the bars. We have chocolate, bananas, chips, pizza, roast chicken. All right. So the first paragraph, we're going to describe what we see. So we get this information from the title and from the bars. So the title is bar chart of children's favorite foods. So they did a survey to find out what children like, what is their favorite food. All right. Now we have different types of food. We have different types of foods. We have chocolate, bananas, chips, pizza, roast chicken. So I'm going to include this information in the first paragraph. So the bar chart, I'm reading the introduction, as you can see. The bar chart shows the children's favorite foods, which are chocolate, bananas, chips, pizza, and roast chicken. So again, I got this kind of information from the title and from the bars. All right. Now, in the second paragraph, I'm going to describe in more details, and I'm going to include numbers as well. I have to include numbers. And I'm going to use contrasting words, phrases as well. I'm going to show you in a minute, inshallah. So, as you can see, there are 3 missing words. There are 3 missing words. I need you to get the 3 missing words by studying the bar chart. So according to the chart, number 1, which has the highest number? According to the bar chart, which has the highest number? All right. Number 2, roast chicken and something. So this is blank number 2, have the lowest number. So again, you go back to the bar chart. What are the 2 bars or the 2 foods that have the lowest number or the lowest percentage? But here we have the lowest number. Reaching only 1 children, as you can see, reaching only 1 children. All right. Number 3, I need you to give me the percentage or the number of children and pizza, because they come third. Sorry. Pizza comes third, so you've got to go to the bar chart. Pizza, what is the percentage or what is the number for pizza? All right, I'll give you 3 minutes for this activity. Yeah. All right. In the previous activity. All right. Okay. I would like to extend my thanks to a number of students who participated actively in the chat box. I would like to thank Abdullah Muhammad, Hussein Naji, Salman Sadiq, Muhammad Fadil, Hassan Masood, Hisham Makki. Hisham Makki, he got all the answers correct. The ones I'm going to say their names, they got the answers correct, all of them. So we have Hisham Makki, Ayub Ahmed, Taha Fadil, Ala Ahmed, Ali Abdel Nabi, Hussein Ali Hussein. Thank you so much, and looking forward to more participation. All right, I'm going to show you the answers. Again, you fill in the blanks by studying the bar chart. All right, you go to the bar chart and you fill in the blanks with the required word. So it's only one word for each blank. One word for each blank. I'm going to show you the answers now. Check your answers and give yourself a mark out of 3. So according to the chart, chocolate, as you can see, chocolate, yeah, it's the first bar. The first bar has the highest number, reaching for children. So this is how you indicate the percentage or the number shown in the bar chart, because in the second paragraph, you've got to give more details by giving more information, especially information that has to do with numbers. Whereas roast chicken and bananas, so the second blank is bananas, as you can see, have the lowest. Roast chicken and bananas have the lowest number, reaching only 1 children. Chips comes second after chocolate, reaching 3 children, and pizza comes third, reaching only, as you can see, reaching only 2. The fourth bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth bar. As you can see, it reaches 2 children. Okay, now the overall is a conclusion that you draw from the bar chart. Now لما نقول draw conclusion يعني استنتاج من اللي هو البار chart. So overall it can be seen that chocolate and chips are the children's favorite food, which means that the children like junk food. So as you can see from the bar chart, so this is my conclusion, استنتاجي. This is my conclusion, because they like chocolate, they like chips. These are the highest percentages we have in the bar chart. We have chocolate and chips, so, and they are considered junk food. And this is bad, of course, right? So fruits and healthy food, like for example bananas, reaching only 1, roast chicken, which is healthy and good for your health. Only 1 children like them. So this is bad. Fruit and healthy food do not attract them. They don't like healthy food. So this is again my conclusion. Like bananas and roast chicken. All right. Now, if I tell you that Bahraini students or Bahraini youngsters or Bahraini teenagers spend most of their time or spend their leisure time playing video games. In the chat box, let's suppose that this is the finding of a bar chart. Let's say, for example, 90% of Bahraini teenagers or Bahraini youngsters spend their free time playing video games. What is the assumption? What is the conclusion that you will draw from this finding? In the chat box, please. I will give you like 3 minutes, 5 minutes to think about the conclusion of this finding. So teenagers spend most of their time playing video games. So what is the conclusion? شنو الاستنتاج اللي ممكن تستنتجه من هاي الفايندينج، من هاي المحصلة، من هاي المعلومة. So in the chat box, Think about it in a minute. Think about it in a minute and tell me what is the conclusion that you will draw from this finding. Okay, I would like to thank the following students for getting 3 out of 3 in the previous exercise, which is the bar chart of children's favorite food. We have Faris Faraq, 3 out of 3. Faisal Khalid, Abbas Fadil, Hassan Mihsan, Mustafa Ahmed, Ahmed Nasser, Salih Ibrahim, Muhammad Samih, Bashar Khalid. Thank you so much for participating actively in the chat box. So I need you now to think about what is the conclusion that you might draw of this conclusion. Teenagers spend most of their time playing video games. So what is the conclusion? If someone tells you that most Bahraini students or teenagers spend most of their time, 90% of Bahraini students spend their free time playing video games. So what is the conclusion? Do we have some volunteers? Now, if someone tells me that, for example, 90% of students like traveling, they like traveling. So the conclusion that I will draw from this finding is that the students are sociable. They like meeting people. They are friendly because, you know, if you like traveling, then this means that you are sociable, you like making friends, you are sociable, yes, you are friendly. Yeah, you like talking, you like expressing yourself. Yeah, so this is the conclusion I will draw. Okay, we have some responses from our dear students. Ahmed Mahdi says playing video games is bad for health. Excellent. So how will this affect the youngsters? So yes, playing video games is bad, but what is the effect? This is the conclusion that you need to make. Hamad Fadil says this makes them waste a lot of time. Excellent. So they will waste a lot of time. As a result, maybe this will affect their marks. They will not do well at exams. They will have bad marks. Yeah, because they spend a lot of time playing video games. Yeah. All right. Muhammad Isa Muhammad, he says they waste a lot of time without getting a benefit or without getting benefits. Thank you, Muhammad Isa. We have Ali Abdul Rahim Abdullah Hassan. He says they don't have any goals. Yes. So if you spend a lot of time playing video games, so this means that you don't have goals. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Faris Tariq Abdul Rahim, he says that the conclusion is that they spend a lot of money on these games, so they will lose money. Excellent. So this is the conclusion. They will lose money. Faris Tariq Abdul Rahim, thank you so much. All right. We need to move to the next slide because we are running out of time. All right. So this bar chart is a little bit complicated because you've got boys and girls. All right. So it's not only boys, it's not only girls. You have both of them. So it's like a comparison between boys and girls. So this is a survey that was done to find out the boys and girls' favorite sports. All right. So again, I will give you for this activity, I will give you 10 minutes. I will give you 10 minutes for this activity. You've got 10 blanks. You need to fill in the blanks with one word only, of course, with one word only from the bar chart by studying the bar chart. So you go to the bar chart and you fill in the blanks with the necessary information. So the bar chart shows the number one. It's highlighted in red. So you need to write the title of the bar chart. All right, so this is number one. It's like a hint. This is like a clue for you. All right, and then you've got the remaining 9 blanks. All right, so number one is straightforward, and all of them are straightforward, but you need to go back to the bar chart and study it well. So I'm giving you 10 minutes for this activity. All right, dear students, would like to thank Sayyid Ali Hassan and Sufyan Mansour. They got the answers correctly, I think. I think they got the answers correctly. I'm going to show you the answers now, all right, in the next slide. So evaluate yourself. Give yourself a mark out of 10. Okay, so give yourself a mark out of 10. All right. All right. So the bar chart shows the favorite sports among boys and girls, which are baseball, football, soccer, and so number 3 is tennis, track, and basketball. Now, just a quick explanation of the difference between soccer and football. Now, they are almost the same, but when you say football, because I think this study or this survey was done in the USA. Now, in the USA, football means American football, where you can play the game using your hands and your feet. So this is the American football. But when you say soccer, it's the soccer we know, the soccer that you have to play using only your feet. All right. So this is the difference between football and soccer. According to the bar chart, baseball or sorry, it's basketball. Sorry, I think this is wrong. I think number 4 is basketball. No, sorry. It's soccer. It's soccer. Sorry, it's soccer. I think number 4 is wrong. It's soccer. Yes, it's soccer, not baseball, because for girls, soccer has the highest number for girls, reaching 10 students for girls. Whereas is a contrasting phrase. Whereas basketball has the lowest, as you can see, for girls. Basketball has the lowest number for girls, reaching only 2 students. As for boys, number 7, basketball has the highest number, reaching 9 students. Again, it's between 10 and 9, so it is 9 students. In contrast, track has the lowest number, reaching 2 boys only. It can be noted, so this is the conclusion, or no, not the conclusion, not the conclusion. This is before the conclusion, still in the second paragraph. It can be noted that baseball has the same number for boys and girls. As you can see, baseball, the first 2 bars, they have the same number for boys and girls, reaching 8 boys and girls. Football and baseball come second for boys. However, another contrasting phrase, however, baseball and tennis come second for girls. Now, we want to draw a conclusion. So as you can see, from the last 2 bars, you can see that basketball is loved by boys and it is hated by girls. So what is the conclusion that you can draw? Overall, it can be seen that girls like soccer and baseball the most, whereas boys like basketball and football the most, which means that, so what is the conclusion that you can draw from this finding? What does that tell you about girls and boys? Boys, they love basketball. Girls, they don't like basketball. What does that tell you? They don't like, for example, girls, they don't like football, the American football. But, girls do not like football, which is the American football. But boys, they love it, they like it. What does that tell you about the nature of boys and the nature of girls? What does that tell you? What kind of conclusion can you draw from this? I'll give you 2 minutes. I'm sorry, we don't have time, but this is the time that we have. I would like to thank Faris Tariq, Abdullah Mustafa, Muhammad Isa, Abdul Rahman Muhammad, Muhammad Salman, Muhammad Jasim, Hussein Ibrahim, Jasim, Qaisar, Faisal Khalid, Abdul Rahman Ahmed. They got 10 out of 10 in the previous activity. So do we have any responses regarding the conclusion? I'm really sorry, we are running out of time. So I will show you my conclusion. So this is my conclusion. If you tell me that, for example, boys, they love basketball and girls do not love basketball. So this is the conclusion. هذا الاستنتاج إلا بستخلصه. So it is in red. So this means that girls are not good at games that need height and power. So because you see, because boys are stronger than girls, right? Because they have muscles, they are normally they are taller than girls. So a game that requires height and power, like basketball, will not be good for girls, right? So this is the conclusion that you will draw from this kind of finding, right? So this is the end of the lesson. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the students who participated actively in the chat box, and This is the end of the lesson, and I will see you inshallah very soon. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.